Hello everyone. I welcome you all to this wonderful channel where we discuss about astrology, palmistry, spirituality and all the transits that are going to take place today. And I'm your friend, philosopher, astrologer, spiritualist Shivam, right? So today people we are going to discuss about the full moon in the sign of Aries and how this wonderful, beautiful, so rare full moon coming today is going to help us to churn our energies and what it holds for us in the future in this time. Now, this full moon is very special as this full moon has come after a period of, there are two full moons this month, and such a full moon can be seen all over the world. And this has happened after a period of 77 or maybe 76 years, right? So it is quite a special one. And full moons are the times to harness the energy of the mind, to harness our emotions, our mindfulness, and to leave the negative energy, and all the missed wings of the past. I know people that from last few days, especially when the moon was very close to Mars in last 3 days, most of us have been experiencing very intense anxious energy. Some of you may have experienced disturbances in the sleep pattern or lot of palpitation in the heart, hyperactivity in the mind, and some of you may have been very much ready to take quite impulsive decisions in their life. Hello everyone, hello. I have not yet started with the signs, right? So I'm going to take up. Now this full moon is happening in the sign of Aries, in the friendly sign of Aries. And the sign of Aries is the starting of the cycle of the zodiacs. So this is also indicative of the new starts, right? And this full moon is happening in the nakshatra of the Bharni. Now what does Bharni nakshatra tell? Bharni nakshatra is the nakshatra of restraint, is also the nakshatra of bearing, and denotes the energy of bearing, energy of creativity, joy, and is ruled by the planet Venus. So artistic abilities, consciousness, and also qualitativeness. The symbol of the animal symbol of this nakshatra is elephant. Elephant who is taking the whole load of humanity, right? So it's a very humanitarian nakshatra. When the moon comes in Bharni, these people are truthful, joyous, honest, and loving towards each other, right? They share very pure form of emotions. And also Bharni is a nakshatra of joy, being it also denotes your sexual energy, right? Because it denotes a woman bearing a child in its womb. So it is also indicative of the sexual energy in this time. Bharni nakshatra denotes a person filled with energy and joy, right? So in this time period, manifest more joy, more energy, more love, and forgive. Forgive all the negativity of the past in this time period. And also, this is a nakshatra completely focusing on self-control. Self-control along with activation through the yogic practices like breathing, energizing yourself, and rejuvenating yourself, because it is also denoting the I would say that sexual region of a woman, the vagina, the vulva region. So it is also indicating making new, and the lord of this nakshatra is Lord Yama, or what we call it as Pluto in Western astrology, the god of death, the god of underworld, right? But it carries a very joyous energy along with it. So new life after ending the old unwanted cycles in life. This is a time, right? So be with it. Now, for all the different signs, it means something different. Rather, the main purpose is leaving behind negativity, leaving behind what is not wanted, and utilizing your mental energy, emotions to the fullest and to leave what is unwanted in this time. Be joyous. And yes, happy Halloween to all, right? So enjoy your night today. Now I'll be starting with the basic. Now I'll be starting with the fire signs. For the fire sign, the sign of Aries, the sign of Leo, the sign of Sagittarius. Now for the fire sign people, this full moon is activating your first house, fifth house, and ninth house. So working on yourself in this time. This is a wonderful time when your personality, when you yourself will grow. And it is also a very wonderful time when you can work on your talents, on your personality, correcting your belief system, right? You are complete in yourself. This time will make you realize, I assure you. And also, the more you put in yourself, the more you put in yourself, all the energy, the fulfillment, you people are bound to grow, right? So these predictions are based on your Vedic astrology chart, right? And those of you who are saying that moon is in Taurus, yes, it is in Taurus in the Western astrology, or what we call as tropical astrology, and it is in the sign of Aries in our Vedic astrology or sidereal astrology, right? So making it a point. And another thing, for the fire sign people, working on your personality, harnessing your talents, and secondly, correcting your belief systems, focusing on yourself in this time, and your personality is bound to expand this month. I assure you, you are bound to expand this month, making it a point that the fire ascendants retain your energy. Do not waste your energy on random acts, and also utilizing your energy of the mind, of your soul for the development of your personality, utilizing it. Leave all the self-doubts, criticism in this time, and you will see quite a spurt, quite a rise in your personality. Your perspectives will be broadened, and you will be leaving the negativity of the past in this time. So wonderful time to strengthen your mental energy, and also to strengthen up yourself emotionally, right? Very wonderful time. Leave all the negative emotions of the past. They serve no purpose, right? And you people, what you can do, you can light up candles like rose essence candles, white candles, red candles, any one of the candles in the southwest direction of your house, and do your meditations. Release all what is not wanted, right? For the earth sign people, now what are the earth sign people? The sign of Taurus, the sign of Virgo, and the sign of Capricorn, right? The most stable, the most logical, and the most, I would say that, practical sign, the earth sign people. This is a time when your fourth house, your eighth house, and your 12th house is activating. So spending more time with your family, and also giving yourself time, giving your thoughts, giving your inner energy a lot of time. And this is a wonderful time when you can spend some good energy, good time with your family, right? Gift something to your partner, spend some time with the family. And also, this is also time if you wish to make any changes. Listen to me very carefully. It is also a wonderful time if you wish to make any changes at your home, at your house, or to bring in new things for the decor purpose, for the creative purpose. Do it in this time. And this is a very wonderful time to listen to your partner and to listen to your inner voice. Sit back, relax, be more thoughtful, right? There is no hurry to take decisions in this time. Do not take fast and hasty decisions in this time. They will not be helping you out, right? Be very relaxed, be very laid back in this time, because I know most of you people have been doing a lot of overthinking in this time, especially the Taurus ascendants, right? You have been doing a lot of overthinking in this time. Aligning yourself, sitting back and giving yourself some time. And if you want, go out, spend some time in some retreat, spend some time with yourself, enjoy the nature, enjoy the ambience around you, right? And it will be very, very wonderful for you. And for the full moon night today, what you have to do is that focus on your crown chakra, right here, and feel as if the branches are growing, and feel as if new light is entering in you, and lie down and focus on the crown chakra to receive the wisdom from the skies, right? This is a very wonderful time to do it. And now I'll be talking about the most communicative, intelligent, discussive, intellectual sign of air signs, right? The sign of Gemini, the sign of your Libra, which denotes balance, and also the sign of Aquarius, right? All the air signs. Now for you people, your houses of communication, you yourself are very communicative. Your houses of communication, relation, and also denoting resources, income, and your friends is getting very, very activated in this time. So making it a point that connect with the people around you, making it a point that be very loving, unconditionally loving and gentle to the people around you, right? This is what Bharani Rakshatra is. Loving, unconditionally loving. Even they carry lot of energy in them with the love, and so loving everyone. And also this is a time when you have to connect with your loved ones, connecting with your close mates, and you will definitely be getting new financial proposals, right? Grab it in this time period, the proposals. And working in alliance with people will be very helpful, like creating branches of it, talking to people, discussing with them, and also be very, very joyous in this time with the partners. So that will bring in financial growth, and also pray for your growth and expansion in this time. What you can do is that you can sit back, do some breathing, focusing on your heart chakra, right? Activating the air element in you. Although the energy of Bharani, the nakshatra, is Pitta, which is the fire, but the air will bring in balance, which is very, very much required, and your communicative skills are bound to improve more. And also making it a point that you people will be restoring your balance again in this time period, the air sign people. And some of you have been experiencing pretty bad sleep, especially the air signs, and even for all the signs for last 3 days, right? Lot of anxiety, lot of hyperactivity, because the moon was very close to the Mars, right? And we will be discussing about it. Now next, I'll be talking about the emotional, loving, and intuitive, the natural healer, water sign people, the sign of Cancer, the sign of Scorpio, the sign of your Pisces, all the three signs, the most loving, emotional, selfless, and also very sensitive to the feelings of others, all these people, right? For these people, your second house, your sixth house, and your 10th house is activating. The house of finances, your family, your love, your house of selfless service to people, house of counseling to people, and your house of profession. They all are aligning very beautifully. Your firm belief to help the public, to help the people, will bring in new financial progress and well-being in your family and even in your mind. The water sign people, no matter how occupied or how disturbed your mind is, right, be very soft and gentle with people. Now why I am saying this? Because your right now your house of public, that is people, partnerships and friends, is very disturbed. The water sign people, right, I'm talking about you, and you may have been feeling lot of disturbance in your love life, and people have not been gentle to you at all, right? The water sign people I'm talking about. So this is a time when you have to keep your energies intact, when you have to keep your words very right, and also believing in selfless service to people, because your partners and the people around you are themselves very disturbed, right? You cannot expect them to be aware of their emotions, right? Because you are getting guidance from me, you are having some guidance, but they are just moving in the dark all the way. So making it a point that you people have to be very empathetic, very compassionate, and very understanding of the others, right? And find your own journey in this time, because those people around you are pretty disturbed. So this is a time when you have to put in selfless service. It is also a time when you have to work on your family and finances. Hello from Turkey. Hello divine brother. Hello everyone. Hello my lovely people. Hello to all. Right? I have been reading all your comments and I am enjoying it. Please write it down. And water sign people. Now, believing in your firm energy of selfless acts, believing in your firm love towards others, and also believing in this time, believing in your activation of your profession, of your professional life activated, and new opportunities when it comes to your profession are coming in, or your profession will revive and improve more, right? Or you may have an upgradation in your things. For the water sign people, this whole journey is about the elevation. For you to elevate from your emotional level to the next level, right? Till the time the gold is not burnt hard, is not burnt or melted, all the impurities are not removed from it, right? So this whole heat of the environment is to make you more and more aligned in this time period, all the my lovely water sign people. And stay intuitive you are, right? Stay loving you are, stay caring and selflessly loving towards others the way you are, the water sign people. And real love for you is your unconditional service, right? So believing in that, your unconditional service to people. Hello people from Vegas, right? And now I'll be talking about what has been happening in last 3-4 days. Moon and Mars have been pretty close to the earth, And moon denotes your mind, your emotions, your mother, your nurturing qualities. And Mars on the other end is very aggressive, creates turmoils, and also it is a planet that is, a warrior by nature. Yes, my love and all my prayers for Turkey, for the people of Turkey. I hope that you people are safe, the Turkish people and the region around it. All my love and prayers for you, the Turkish people. So, yes, because of the closeness of Moon and Mars, there has been movement in our tectonic plates, and because of that, the earthquakes come, and even during the full moons, the tides are quite high. And this time, the tides will be quite high because of the closeness of the moon, also. Full moon and also the closeness of the moon. And now, this closeness of Moon and Mars has also caused a lot of disturbance in our emotions, maybe aggressive energies of the past coming back. But this is very wonderful to release all the negative emotions which are not wanted in the life, right? Because Bharni is also the Aries sign in which Bharni Nakshatra is present, which is also known by the astronomical name of Arietes, Airtes, Arietes, right? Is the nakshatra to learn restraint, to learn how to align your energy, how to utilize your sexual energy to become superhuman, right? So it is more about your alignment. And also because of the closeness of Mars and Moon in past 3 days, all people may have had lot of impulsion or lot of energy to take impulsive decisions, to take decisions very fast, or to do things this way or that way. And I suggest you that even today and even tomorrow, sit back, spend some time with yourself and relax completely. That will be very, very helpful for each one of you in this time period, right? And feeling of unloved or feeling of loneliness, feeling of unwantedness will be very on a high. Yes, all my prayers for the people of Turkey, I will definitely pray for them today, right? God bless all the departed souls, God bless them. Now I'll be starting with all the different signs, starting from the sign of Aries to the sign of Pisces, and in the end we will be discussing about the remedies also. So if you want and all remedies also, and you people can also ask me questions, right? Yes, many prayers for the people of Turkey. Now first of all, I'll be starting with the sign of Aries. For the sign of Aries, this is a very wonderful time to work on your personality, as this moon has come in your first house, the house of personality, the house, the way you present yourself, your face, and also denoting your emotions, what you carry on in your inside, right? This is a very wonderful time to release all the negativity of the past and working on yourself and become your best friend, right? And making it a point, the Aries ascended, do not have any kind of self-doubt in this time. Self-doubt is a killer, right? Do not have. You are a born warrior. Be like a warrior, behave like it, and embrace what is coming to you. Everything that you are facing right now, the Aries ascendant, is a part of a journey to expand your personality, taking it this way. And I do see that many good things, many new and good things are coming to you. Do not leave the path of spirituality in this time. Some of you may experience tightness in your stomach region and also in your lower abdomen region. Take good care of it, and with right kind of dietary patterns you can improve it. Yes, there has been quite a tense energy for the Aries ascendant when it comes to partner. So do not focus on it, right? Focus on yourself and expand yourself. Yes. Now, second, I'll be talking about the Taurus ascendant. For the Taurus ascendant, this is a time to sit back and work on your personality. And also, you people have been doing more of overthinking, and that too negative one, right? Creating doubts, suspicions at times, and also planning things in your mind and ending up with your plans, right? Become action oriented in this time. The Taurus ascendant I'm talking about. And secondly, for the Taurus ascendant, spend some time with yourself. Spend some time believing in your own mind and believing in your own conscious energy. And this is a very wonderful time to release all the negative emotions of the past. As your moon is placing in the 12th house, so counseling people, counseling your partner, and helping them, helping others will be very, very fruitful in this time. I know you may have been experiencing a bit of tightness at times, but I do see quite a rise in your spiritual elevation. Why I'm saying this? And it is generally for all people. Why? Because this moon is very strongly aspected by Jupiter, right? Jupiter is supporting its disciple moon, and the moon is placed in the very friendly sign of Aries. So Aries is a very friendly sign of moon, right? Ruled by Mars. So this new moon, this full moon is providing a lot of strength to people, and they have to work on it. And now we are also on the ending phases of the Mercury retrograde. On 3rd of November, the Mercury will become direct again. Congratulations to all, right? And you people will feel more clarity in your decisions, more consistency in your things, and more, alignment in your mind, in your logics, right? This time, most of you may have been feeling very, very scattered, right? So leaving it, giving yourself a break. And for Taurus ascendant, if you people want, right, you can go to some retreat or to some outside place and spend some time in nature. Very wonderful for you, right? Move out, spend some time near some water body, some water, and do some meditation, right? And eat very, very healthy for all of you. Now I'll be talking about the air sign of Gemini. For the Gemini people, this combination, this moon is activating your house of public, your house of friends, and also your secondary sources of income. This is a very wonderful time to align with your friends, to connect with your friends, and also making some plans with them. And if they have some proposals for you when it comes to business venturing, or when it comes to planning things, hear them out. You might get a very good opportunity in this time period, right? Also, as your Jupiter is also very wonderfully placing in your 7th house, advices of the people will be quite beneficial to you, especially the elders, the wiser ones will be very, very helpful to you, the Gemini ascendants. And your communication with the people around will improve. Connecting with them, sharing love with them will provide you with new opportunities, a good time. And making it a point, utilizing this energy for financial growth and for prosperity, you people, right? And now I'll be talking about the sign, the emotional sign of Cancer, right? Now the people with Cancer sign, this full moon is happening in your 10th house, the house of profession, the house denoting your opportunities, the house denoting your recognition, right? Manifest that your profession and your work is improving in this time, and also you people will have certainly have chances of more and more recognition in this time. And do not leave your acts of selfless service, that will be very very beneficial. You people have been keeping quite a distance from your partners, from your partnerships, and also this is a time, when you have to be very very, along with this thing, you have to be bit strategic and smart with the people around, right? And making it a point that moon in 10th house, the way it is placing in your house of profession, it is a house of public, a public planet, a planet to nurture people, to help people, is in the public house. So keep your public appearances more, talk to people, and grab all the opportunities which are coming your way, because your Mars is also very active in this time. Your house of people is also very active in this time. Your house of profession is also very active. So focus more on your professional end. It is the profession, it is the work, it is your job that will provide you with more fulfillment, not your partner. Sorry to say this thing, but it's not, right? So focus on your work in this time, that will provide you with more fulfillment, more contentment, right? So do it. The Cancer loving sign of Cancer. Now next I will be talking about the fiery, the honest, and the supportive sign of Leo. These people are born kind-hearted people. These people have a very big heart. They are ready to help others, and I say it with with a firm belief that they are the ones who stands for the others, who are very supportive of the others. Yes, these people do at times feel that people are not responding in the very same way, the way they do it for the people, but they do not leave their good nature, their honest nature, their helping nature. For the Leo ascendant, this is a time of opportunities. This moon is providing them with opportunities and making it a point, the Leo ascendants, that they have been feeling that their personality is not growing too much. No, this is wrong. It is that you are seeing bit afflicted side of your personality. You are experiencing on the thing of experiencing that on what things you have to work upon. Take it as a source of learning in this time period, the Leo ascendants. And secondly, as the moon has entered your ninth house, the house of your spirituality, the house denoting your ethics, beliefs and morals, and also house denoting your ancestors, and even the Jupiter is aligning wonderful. So your spiritual elevation is happening very good. And also, if you are having something in mind to learn more, to get educated about, do it, right? That will be very very helpful in the long run. The Leo ascendants I'm talking about. And secondly, this is also a time when your profession will be growing, so make some plans about it. And this time period will definitely open new windows for you, but be aware of your communication with people, because you might miscommunicate things and people may misinterpret even your good things, right? So be aware of that, the Leo ascendants I'm talking about. Now next I'll be talking about the sign of Virgo, the energy denoting purity, cleanliness, herbs, and also a energy of healing. So making it a point that the Virgo ascendants, for you, the moon has entered your eighth house, the house of revival, the house of death, the house denoting your deep spiritual energy, the house denoting telling about your fears and phobias in life, and also the house of speech of your partner, right? For the Virgo ascendants, this full moon is going to be a moon that will rejuvenate you. This is going to be a moon that will bring out, that will tell you about what you are lacking in this time. And also, while you will be focusing on helping others and listening to your partner, it will be very, very wonderful to you, the Virgo ascendants. And since the Venus is debilitating in your first house, you may feel that your personality or your love life is not working the right way, right? The Virgo ascendants. So, making it a point that feeling complete self sufficiency, having a strong energy of unconditional love in this time period. And the Virgo ascendants, please maintain your emotional purity. Do not corrupt your mind with negative emotions, with any kind of tightness or feeling negativity. Now, this time, focus on your inner alignment. Focus on your, I would say, that sacral chakra, and activate your inner energy. Focus on the inner alignment, right? You will have your releases of intense emotions, the Virgo ascendants I'm talking about. So utilizing this time period to the fullest. And also the Virgo ascendants, I do see that your I would say that your trine of learning, growth of personality has been feeling very, very heavy, feeling full loaded with responsibilities. Release it in this time. Feel less intense, and also spend some time at home. Feel at home, feel very comfortable in this time, or party with the people in this time, right? So, best of luck, the Virgo ascendants. Now, next, I'll be talking about the air sign of Libra. So there has been a lot of intense energy with the Libra ascendants, right? Because the Mercury retrograde, and along with a strongly debilitated Sun, is placing in the first house, the house of personality. So lot of things are going on in you, and believe me, although you may talk with a lot of easiness, with a lot of lightness, but it is a time when you have been feeling very, very intense. And this is a very wonderful time to connect with your partners, right? To feel the love and emotions of the partner, or with your friends or the people around, making it a point. And people will give you emotional support, the love, the rejuvenation that you require, right? And have a feeling of unconditional love towards everyone, and you will not be disappointed in this time. The Libra ascendants I'm talking about, making it a point that also focusing on your spiritual activities, as the Rahu is very intensely placing in your 8th house, house of spirituality. So more psychic understanding of things, more psychic alignment, and also inner activations are bound to happen in this time. So use this energy. And secondly, you people are not feeling very comfortable at home. I understand it, right? So move out, spend some good time with the people around, and also try to work in alliances and in partnerships. Very helpful. Do not be overly supportive of I would say that do not be overly supportive of the people that have ditched you in the past, because I do see that you are definitely having some connection with the people of the past that have been very very troublesome to you, right? So making it a point that do not retrust them, do not invest your trust in them. Ascendants, right? This is for the ascendants and the moon signs, right? So do not focus on them. Now next I'll be discussing about deep, emotional, intuitive, and also a very strong researcher spiritual sign of Scorpio, right? Strong energy of the 8th house. For the Scorpio people, you people have been staying confused at times, right? The Scorpio ascendants I'm talking about. And for the Scorpio ascendants, you people have been, you people have been having at times bit of disturbances with the sleep part. For you people, this placement of moon is happening in your 6th house. This is a time to behave in a very very unconditional manner, having a strong feeling of servitude towards the others, and also having a sense of counseling others, having a sense of supporting the causes of the others. Why? Because this nurturance is definitely bound to come back to you, the Scorpio ascendant, and decisively you are very confused. So I will not ask you to take any decisions in this time. So making it a point, do not go for any kind of decisioning in this time. Focus on your alignment, partnership, or I would say that getting along with the opposite sex, opposite gender will be bit troublesome, or you may not find the right kind of partners in this time. Definitely not. But be very good with your words, because your words and your speech is going to be very impactful in this time, and your finances are definitely bound to grow. So please, I will suggest you to sow right kind of seeds in your mind in this time period, because this time period is very important for your financial health, very important for your finances. So working on your finances that way. Definitely your friends, your people around have been very very unhelpful to you. Sorry to say this way, but the all the indications are such, right? So making it a point, rely on yourself, right? The Scorpio ascendant, but very wonderful for your spiritual developments to go in charity acts, working in NGOs, social activist, very wonderful. And now I'll be talking about the fire, holy, and a sign bound by ethics and morals, which denotes your journey and the karmic path that you go. The sign of Sagittarius. Now, for the Sagittarius ascendant, this is a very wonderful time to work. This is a very wonderful time to work on your talents, on your education. I mean, those of you who have been thinking to do certain kind of courses or short workshops, do it in this time. Or those of you who wanted to learn more about the things, do it. Very good time to expand the horizons of your talents. Focus on your talents, rest will follow, right? And making it a point, Thank you, divine brother. Thank you so much. It's complete love from your side. I receive it. So focusing on your alignment, focusing on your talents, spiritually you have been growing wonderful, and develop your personality in such a way that you attract wealth, you attract prosperity in this time, and wonderful time, even when your romantic life or your love side is opening very well. And please be very soft with your words. Yes, Sagittarius ascendants, because you are in these times being brutally honest. You are very uh, on the very face in this time period. So, hold back your intense energy and utilize it to open up your heart, to open up your alignment, because moon has directly come on your heart, opening your learning side, opening your nurturing side. So utilize its energy in this time period, making it a point, right? The Sagittarius ascendants. And secondly, you people have to work on your sleep. Do not run the thoughts during the night time, making it a cycle in your mind, right? Everything will happen with its own divine timing. And this is for everyone. Believing in the divine timings, and you will see that your life, everything in your life is aligning itself, right? So best of luck to the Sagittarius ascendants. Next, I'll be talking about the sign of Capricorn, the hardworking, the practical, the laborers, and a sign which believes in doing right kind of actions. The sign of Capricorn. For the Capricorn ascendants, you people have been feeling lot of intense responsibility since lot of time, and this is a wonderful time. This is a wonderful time when you can connect with the members of your family and your loved ones, because this moon has entered your fourth house. Spend some time with the family, spend some time with the people, with your loved ones, and that will provide you with lot of rejuvenation. And the good thing is that now your hard work is having a direction, is churning fruits, right? So this way you are safeguarding your interests. But some of you even right now are feeling that your mind or your talents are not activating at all. Believe me, it is because of the intense energy of the Saturn and the Rahu North Node placing in, giving an aspect on your first house, even debilitated Venus. So spending some time at home, spending some time relaxing, doing meditation, lying down, focusing on your crown chakra, and activating your inner energies. Have some good fruits in this time. Very helpful for everyone. Yes, and making it a point that you people will feel overly responsible for everything going around, right? So making it a point that keeping your alignment. So somebody has cropped up the question of world issues play, right? So understanding it this way, that right now the sun is in complete debilitation, so the authorities, the powerful, are at a new ethical and moral low. So making it a point, do not focus on it, right? Rather go for the solution part. Even with the Mercury retrograde, there is lot of misinformation on the media platforms, on the new age of technology. So do not depend on any of the sources. Apply your mind, and apply your mind after doing meditation, contemplating, and relaxing, sitting back, right? So this is not a good time to reach at decisions, and my goodness. So now next I'll be talking about So for the Capricorn sign, to sum it up, you will feel overly responsible about things. You will feel very heavy on yourself. You will feel that talents are blocked. But this is a wonderful time to connect with your family members, spend some time with them, and also uh, bond with your mother. Some of you who may have not connected with your mother, or with their mothers, with their aunties, with their elderly grandmoms, connect with them, talk to them, share your emotions with them, share your love with them, right? That will make you very, very relaxed and very, very calm in this time period. So best of luck, the Capricorn ascendants. Next, I am going to talk about the Aquarius ascendants. For the Aquarius people, this is a time when you have to, focus on your public circle, the Aquarius ascendants, and connect with your loved ones, with your close friends or your cousins who have been there for you. And this is a very good time to draw your action oriented plans. Why I say this? Because the moon is placing in your third house. Journal or write down your things. Write down all the things what you're grateful for, or what you want to make it happen in the coming times. Utilize this energy for it, and also release all the negative emotions of the past. Very wonderful time for writer, journalist, for people who are into multimedia things, and with an Aquarius ascendant. Very wonderful time for you people. You harness its energy. It is very, very good for you in this time period. The Aquarius ascendants I'm talking about. And also, most of you have not been feeling very joyous and enjoying at your home place. You people can have your shifts, no problem. This is a fine time. And also, making bonds and connections with your loved ones, or reviving the connections. It will be very, very helpful for you. Why I say this? Because the Jupiter is also placing very strong, and the moon is also coming up very, very strongly. Utilize its energy in this time period. Now next, I'll be talking about the water sign of Pisces, a sign that denotes liberation, salvation, emancipation, and also a sign of counseling, nurturing, a sign of duality, right? So with this sign, the sign of Pisces, the water sign of Pisces, this moon is placing in your second house, your house of speech, family values, and also denoting your finances, right? This is a right time to seed, right kind of to sow right kind of seeds for your financial growth. This is a very wonderful time to work on your speaking abilities, and this is also a wonderful time to work for your finances, right? Moon coming in your second house, and also aspecting the Jupiter placing in your 10th house. So professionally, this is also a time for growth, right? The better you manifest the things, the better they are bound to happen in this time period. The Pisces ascendants I'm talking about. And for you people, the Pisces ascendant, you have been having a lot of intense energy. You have been staying very aggressive, very hyperactive, very anxious, right? Heart beats very fast, sometimes very slow. Calm down yourself in this time period. Keep yourself very aligned in this time period. And deep breathing and laughter will be very, very helpful. Why I say this? Because Mars is creating bit of aggressive energy in your first house. So laughter is the best medicine for everything. And also Some of you may have problems with your partner as your Venus debilitated is placing in the 7th house. So making it a point, do not focus on it, do not waste your energy on it. Rather manifest positive things in this time period. If you're having a quarrelsome relationship, a lot of arguments, stay back, keep distance, and focus on your own financial growth in this time period. The Pisces ascendants I'm talking about. Do it this way and you will not regret, right? So utilizing this energy. So now I'll be talking about the most favorite part of mine, and those of you who have been here with me till the end know that I will be giving you the remedy or a new sadhana, or we call it as meditation for this time period. That what remedy, what can be done, what mantra can be done for this to utilize this time for the fullest. Now today I'll be talking about the heart chakra meditation, the heart chakra meditation. And this meditation is very wonderful for the moon placing in the sign of Aries in the nakshatra Bharni, because the god of Bharni nakshatra, Yama, Lord Yama, that is the god of death, has the very same mantra as denoted by the sacred chakra, the heart chakra, the Anahat chakra. We call it as Anahat chakra. Why Anahat chakra? Because Anahat is denoting the sound of the music. It denotes the unconditional love. It denotes the understanding of the rhythm of the universe, the unconditional love. With the activation of this chakra, we feel lot of compassion, unconditional love, forgivingness, and empathy in us. It is not just this gift that this chakra gives us. This chakra is also denoted by 8 petals, but if I talk it deeply, generally it is 8 petals, but there are many more. I mean, it is 12 petals also, and more divisions also, right? We will have a separate video on that. So when this chakra gets purified and active, all the ailments related to your chest, to your heart, the palpitation, the disturbance in your heart, the blood circulation gets auto corrected. It is very important to activate this chakra to balance the air element and to balance the fire element in the body, right? Because even we are alive till the time our heart is working, and if it stops working, everything ends, right? With this meditation, we will activate the heart chakra, because it is this chakra. I'll tell you another interesting fact on it, that it is this chakra which is at the conjunction of all these 7 chakras: the crown, the third eye, the voice chakra, the heart chakra, the Agni chakra, and the 3 below, right? So this chakra is at the conjunction of the above 3 chakras and the below 3 chakras. So the above 3 chakras are considered as the chakras of spirituality, and the below ones are the chakra for the materialism. And it is this chakra which has a complete balanced energy of both of them, right? And this chakra or this point does not require any special kind of rituals to get activated. It is possible that your whole kundalini energy is inactive and your heart chakra may be active. It is possible. And to activate this chakra, you need to carry unconditional love in your heart. Very important, right? Love for humanity, doing good things, good deeds. And it is said that yogic exercises, yogis and all the saintly personalities had this chakra very activated. These people are very devotional personalities. Yes, all the Sufi saints in Sufism, all the Sufi saints had this chakra very active. You hear about Rumi. Rumi had this chakra very active. You hear about any of the saints from the Middle East, Far East, Europe, anywhere, they all had this chakra very active, right? It's a blessing to have this chakra. And for this, what you can do it, that on this today full moon night or even in the morning, what you can do is sit in the north direction or the east direction, take your bath, clean, keep yourself clean, and wear something red, like a complete red. Wear something red and sit with your back aligned and do this simple mantra. A very simple mantra. Do this simple mantra. Om Yam Yam Anahat Chakra Safote Yam Yam Om. I'll repeat it. Om Yam Yam Anahat Chakra Safote Yam Yam Om. I'll repeat it. Om Yam Yam Anahat Chakra Safote Yam Yam Om. I'll repeat it. Om Yam Yam Anahat Chakra Safote Yam Yam Om. Now, doing this chanting for 30 minutes, and those of you who cannot do this full mantra, no problem. You can simply chant Om Yam Om. Om Yam Om. Om Yam Om. Om Yam Om. Although I do advise to do this full mantra, and you won't find this mantra on any social media platform, I assure you, this lengthier mantra, right? It is a very sacred mantra, and those of you who will be doing it with complete dedication, definitely lot of troubles in their love life, in their materialistic life, in their spiritual journey will be removed, right? And they will have their path finding through it. And also doing moon rituals like taking milk bath this night, right? Doing your meditations, home cleansing activities like all burning the herbs and cleaning the home around, and also praying to your saint souls, like praying to all the saints and all the I would say that all the loving souls, right? This is a very wonderful time to activate your inner energy in this time period. So utilizing this time to the fullest. Yes, Maridov, I will be writing this mantra. I'll be saving this live video and I will be writing this mantra. I'll repeat the mantra. Om Yam Yam Anahat Chakra Safote Yam Yam Om. We are saying that, praying to the God that please Om Yam Yam. Yam Yam is the seed mantra for Anahat Chakra. Anahat Chakra Safote. That please open up the seed of Anahat Chakra. Yam Yam Om. Right? We are asking it for it. So doing it. I'll repeat the mantra. Om Yam Yam Anahat Chakra Safote Yam Yam Om. Right? Doing this in this time period. And happy Halloween. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed. Right? Spirituality does not mean that you do not enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Right? But have some restraints. Focus on your inner energy also. Bring in balance in your life. With spirituality and materialism, do bring in balance, because balance is the key of life, right? So God bless you. Have a very wonderful day. Enjoy your day. I will be saving this video. Do share this video with your loved ones, with your close ones, so that they can hear me out. And also, for all of you, for some of you who wish to have a reading with me, you can always DM me or send me an email. So, God bless you. Take good care of yourself and have a very, very wonderful day. Bye bye. Namaste.